How did we deal with all this stuff? It's interesting. $257,000. What do you do about it? One of the things we decided, the most difficult thing in my life to this day, was to take all that rage and disappointment and fear and everything and channel it in the proper direction. Guess how we channeled it? We decided to do something most small businesses don't do, which is to prosecute. Guess how we did that? I'm going to embarrass him. We got the biggest, best prosecution we could get, called the United States Secret Service. Rick Harlow's in the audience today. He is the man that helped me put her away. Now, I am not going to tell you how many months you got and all the trials said. You got to buy the book for that. And I got to get off the stage here for a second. Y'all gonna get mad at me, but it's a heck of a story. Here's the thing: embezzlement issues, employee theft. Look at the numbers up there. Billions of dollars. Billions. Intellectual property, 240 billion. I mean, these numbers are off the charts. It's out there. You just need to be aware of it. I can give you some prevention techniques, and Rick can too, but it's a very serious issue.
Those numbers just for the U.S. or
Yes.
global? That's just
U.S. It's a crazy number. Here's the inspirational part. I hope you like this part, because what happened to us the next year, we did not go out of business. My employees, my suppliers, my customers, my family, we rallied around this. And guess what happened the next year? We didn't go out of business. We doubled business. We went to $10 million and kept growing. And I, to this day, think about those days in that next year, and I still have the emotion in my voice, you could tell, because it was just unbelievably inspirational. We were there staring at the abyss, and then we came back. Not bad, huh? So what is it that I encourage you to do in the challenge here for entrepreneurs, small business, anybody really? Here's the thing. You're going to go into business, go into it with passion. I still have it. I hope you can feel that today, 14 years later. Also, this is really stupid simple. I did this for the college students, but you got to understand, my mind works this way. Watch your money. Cut up the credit cards. Don't make Visa, so rich. I mean, they already are, right? Please do that. Worst generation since 1933 about saving money. Okay? The other thing is, surround yourself and your department of your business with hardworking, tough people. Here's how I define a tough person. Is my current CFO, I brought in as a county manager after the theft. Rick's agent comes in on Monday morning, her first day on the job, and he's seizing her hard drive. She didn't, how do you do your work without the hard drive? Her first day, she sees the Secret Service in her hard drive, but she never blinked. She kept working. It's pretty tough. And the last part of it, or two other things, is keep your eye on the prize. Stay focused. We were focused in this case, and we got it done. Stay focused in your business. It's tough times out there, folks. You can't wonder what you're thinking. And the last part, I think, is everybody should know is pray every day, because I'll tell you something, that got us through the good days, the bad days, and everything. You should do that. You need all the help you can get. All right, is that all serious stuff? Everybody pretty wound up about that? Raise your hand if you're wound up. Okay. All right, well, the book has got some other stuff in there. I'm going to promote it one more time. It's over here. I think we got paperbacks for $10 if you're interested. But just when you thought it was all so serious, let me tell you what I did on my summer vacation a year or so ago. Ever since I was a little boy, loved baseball. Ever since I was a little boy, I always wanted to play a game in Yankee Stadium. I knew it was off the charts to think about that. Well, guess what, folks? In the summer of 2008, I played baseball with the New York Yankees. And that was the prize at the end of all this stress, at all these things, to keep swinging, keep your eye on the prize, keep going, never give up. Thank you. Anybody got any questions? Thank you. Questions? Try to keep an eye on the time. We got a little bit. Yes, sir.
How did you qualify for Secret Service intervention?
You know, can I give you the serious answer, or you want the other answer? How about give the other answer first? We go it just so happens we go to the same church together. That was kind of beneficial. But also, our children knew each other, and so we had a personal relationship. I actually didn't know that Rick worked for the Secret Service when I first met him, and then that they handled this kind of stuff. And then we actually kind of put it together and did a great job. Highly recommend Rick Harlow. Anybody who hadn't met him, you need to meet him. Secret Service, part of Homeland Security, gets involved in these kind of forgeries and cyber crimes and things. And I think business is unfortunately too good right now, right, Rick? So, what else? Anybody else got any questions?
What would you, back on it, what would you say were the warning signs that you missed and that delayed your detection of the theft as long as it's delayed?
Well, I think that a couple of things, it's interesting. We had a kickoff meeting at Tunica And I'm a conservative type. I go down there. I don't want to donate too much money to the state of Mississippi, so I'll, 10 or 20 bucks on, just fooling around on a slot machine just to participate kind of thing and have a nice dinner. Well, the county manager and the receptionist were over there on the high-end craps table doing all stuff, and I'm going like, I don't want to pay them. What are they doing over there? I own the company. Something's wrong here. That was about it, really, Mike. That she did drive a nice car. Really, it was pretty crummy car. The clothing was Ralph Lauren, but not over the top. I mean, it was all right, blue suits, and the jewelry was okay, but nothing crazy. Not like the guy, I think you guys may have read the paper about the fellow that had the big embezzlement that was the paper company, and the guy was driving, he had a Rolls and a Bentley, and whoa, now you pay him $40,000 a year. How many Bentleys are you going to buy with that? So that would have tipped you off. We didn't see that. And there's a lot of side stories of this, folks. You say you hired the wrong person. Well, we did. Did you do a background check? Answer, yes, we did. But we did not check civil background. We only did criminal, thinking that would have been the logical place. Well, guess what people do in civil court, folks? Like the OJ deal? They're looking for money, and we didn't check both. So I encourage you, Rick and I can help you with this prevention techniques that include thorough background check. You can't have somebody in your business touching your products, your money, whatever else, and not know who they are. And I hate to tell you folks, I mean, a healthy amount of paranoia, and Rick tells me all the time here, right, is take away the opportunity to steal. Take away the opportunity. If you're on your game, and you have to be, it's your business. It's your life. Here's another thing, if you're working for a business right now, you don't own your own business, but you're working there, here's something to ponder. If there's somebody like that in that business, that could affect you. 1/3 of all bankruptcies of businesses are caused by employee theft. You could lose your job because somebody else did the wrong thing. You think about that for a second. It's horrible. So just be aware of it. Don't mean to get people too worked up and everything here, but it is something that's important. In today's environment, folks, it's not any better out there. It's tougher. Losing jobs, people are justifying, wow, they're walking away from mortgages. You think they're going to have any problem going out and dipping in the till? They'll do it all day, every day. Other questions? Yes, ma'am.
I was just going to make a comment. My sister-in-law is a retired OBGYN in town, and her office manager, who she had for 8 years, ended up stealing about $250,000. And unfortunately, they were not able to prosecute. That's a whole nother story. They did prosecute, but she got off with just a slap on the wrist, and is now working in another doctor's office, which is kind of scary. But she did the MasterCard where, my sister-in-law just didn't check the statement. So she would take the MasterCard and say, I'm going to go to Office Max, come back with a sack of stuff from Office Max, but it also had been to Macy's. Got the Kate Spade bags and whatever. And like you said, she was a very well-dressed person for the amount of money that she was being paid.
Well, there are many bends and turns of our story. I'd be cheesy here and say buy the book, but there are some portions of this that are just, you're to go like, you got to be kidding me. Because it's not just what she did, it's how she did it. I told you from a tactical standpoint, what I didn't tell you is she had a little help. Is that intriguing enough? She had some help. So, all right, CFO, you didn't ask me any questions. I am troubled by that. You got a mouthful, so tell me right now what you're thinking now.
I was actually going to say that usually it takes more than one.
Okay.
Because most of what I've seen as a banker and someone who has to investigate fraud is that somebody else knows. They either are directly involved or they're aware and won't say.
Well, it's a huge issue. In fact, when the book came out and everything, I'm very honored to appeared on Fox Business about this. I mean, a lot of interest. Also, the Huffington Post and these different publications across the country. Scripps Howard got a lot of play on this. And here it is, 2 years later since the book came out, and we still get requests, people wanting us to go around the country to tell the story. I hope you enjoyed it. It's still very personal, and it is still painful, but I think it's hopefully a benefit to you that you can get some value out of it. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
How were you able to play at Yankee Stadium?
I wish I could tell you that it was some overwhelming talent that got me there, but really you just kind of have to write a check to their foundation, and I had participated in another camp with them and everything, and it was really a lot of fun. I mean, they had great players there, that guys that had played on the 2003 World Series team, Joe Torre, and if you remember some of the guys in the 70s, and Goose Gossage and Ron Guidry and all those great players, and it was so much fun. And to see your face on the Jumbotron, you're going like, I had the bat in my hand, I was shaking, like, oh my God, what am I doing here? But it was a lot of fun. A very neat group of people and everything. So, any other questions? I appreciate y'all. Thank you. think we're going to stop recording now.
Recording is stopped.